This is a sports presentation of the WPF Live.
Welcome to Yankee Stadium in New York, where today, the 1986 Stratomatic Yankee replay continues, as today, the Minnesota Twins take on your New York Yankees. Hello everybody, yes, Team is here. We're about to bring you some exciting 1986 game time here. April 29th, 1986. Let's do our baseball notes. Let's call them the Twib notes. Remember how This Week in Baseball used to do the Twib notes? Well, this is going to be my Twib notes. This is going to be Tuesday night, April 29th, 1986. The 10-9 Minnesota Twins take on the 8-10 New York Yankees. The Twins come in with a 10-9 record. They are in 5th place in the AL West. The Yankees are 8-10. They are in 6th place in the AL East. Pitchers today will be John Butcher, a right-hander. He's made 4 starts. He's 1-1, ERA 3.80. He's given up 29 hits, 20. Let's see if this makes sense. 29 hits in 23 innings. He's given up 5 home runs, 9 strikeouts. For the Yankees, the Gator, Ron Guidry, making his 5th start. He's 1-1 on the year, 5.11 ERA, 26 hits in 24 innings, and Guidry has given up 3 home runs. This is the first of a 3-game series. Tomorrow night will be either a non-TV game or will be on radio. Burt Blyleven against Joe Niekro. Then we'll return back here on WPIX. Frank Viola against Dennis Rasmussen. Here at Yankee Stadium, ballpark singles are 1-7. Home runs for lefties are 1-9, and a 1-8 to right-handers. Hitting streaks for baseball. Ken Griffey has a 13-game hitting streak. Don Mattingly has a 12-game hitting streak. Ricky Henderson has 7. Ron Hassey has 8. Greg Gagne has 6. And Mark Salas has a 13-game hitting streak. Who's hot and who's not? Ricky Henderson is hot. He's hitting 360. Over his last 10 days, he's 14 of 38. Don Mattingly hitting 400. He is 16 of 40. Ken Griffey in his hitting streak is at just as hot. He's 12 of 28, hitting 429. Kirby Puckett, we've heard a lot in this replay, is hitting 432. He's 16 of 37, and he's had a big month of April. Roy Smalley has been hot, hitting 280 with 4 home runs in his last 10 days. Who do you not want to be in baseball? That would be Mike Palurillo. He's 2 for his last 24 in his last 10 games. Willie Randolph struggling also, 5 for his last 34. Steve Lombardozzi's 3 for his last 21. Welcome to Major League Baseball 1986. Those are your Twib notes for tonight's game, the Twins and the Yankees. Let's get you down to the ballpark. We have the start of the game. As Yankees defense will be Griffey in left, Henderson in center, and Winfield in right. Palurillo at third, Meacham at short, Randolph at second, and Mattingly at first. Behind the plate is Ron Hassey, and your pitcher is Ron Guidry. Guidry again is 1-1, 5.11 ERA. The Twin lineup, Kirby Puckett leading off in center, followed by Billy Bean in left, Kent Herbeck at first, Tom Bernansky in right, Roy Smalley at third, Sanchez, your DH, Tim Waters, your catcher, Steve Lombardozzi's at second, and Greg Gagne is your shortstop. Kirby Puckett's going to lead off for the Twins. Boy, did he have a sensational season. He started having his coming out party this season. He is hitting 349, 7 home runs, 23 runs batted in. So Puckett awaits Guidry. Guidry looks in, and the first pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Guidry. He's a 1-8. He's a cat off the mound. He throws and got him for the first out. So that is the first out. We'll have our scoreboard every 3 innings, tell you what's going on in Major League Baseball. Here is Billy B, and that's right, the owner of the Oakland Athletics. Moneyball, 0 for 4 on the season, 1 RBI. Boy, he come up with, again, a lot of pop and circumstance, and then he just did not pan out. Hasse puts down the sign. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Bean, and that's going to be a ground ball to second. Randolph's got it, goes to first, and that's 2 outs. Here's the young first baseman, Kent Herbeck. He's hitting .268, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. Young-looking, powerful first baseman. Hasse puts down the target. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's a pitch from Guidry. And that is going to be a long drive to right field. That ball is trouble. Henderson cannot wait. He looks up. That ball is gone inside the bleacher creatures. And the Twins lead it 1-0. So Kent Herbeck, his 5th home run of this season. And the Twins lead it 1-0. So here is Tom Brunansky hitting .289, 3 doubles, 5 homers, and 8 runs batted in. Bruno comes up the right fielder. Hasse sets the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Brunansky. And Brunansky ground ball to second. That's Randolph. He should come up at it. Oh, he's going to away it. Randolph could not make the play. Brunansky will have a base hit. So there's a difference between being 1 and a 2. You're a 2, and that's a base hit. So now here is Roy Smalley. Boy, is he having a career year. Hitting .329, 9 home runs, 24 RBIs, and 70 at-bats. What a year Smalley's had. He had 14 extra base hits. Smalley, he'll bat from the right-hand side against Guidry. Hasse puts down the sign. Guidry looks in. Here's a pitch to Smalley. And that is going to be a ground ball to third. Palurillo has it, goes to first, and ends the inning. The Twins, 1 run on 2 hits. Nobody left. We go to the bottom first. It's 1-0 Minnesota. So bottom of the first here in lovely Yankee Stadium in New York. Beatles internally has joined me for my 1986 Yankee replay. Thank you for coming in, Beatles. Appreciate you. For the Yankees, it'll be Henderson, Griffey, Mattingly, Easler, Winfield, Hasse, Palurillo, Randolph, and Meacham. On the mound for the Minnesota Twins, John Butcher. He's record 1-1, 3.80 ERA, 29 hits in 24 innings. Let's look at John Butcher's "What Have You Done For Me Lately" stat of the day. For John Butcher, he has gotten no decisions in his last 2 starts. He lost on opening day on 4-10 with a loss and came back and won on the 14th. So he's looking for a win for at least the last 2 starts. Here's Henderson. His bat is starting to pick up a bit, hitting .320, 4 doubles, 5 home runs, 2 of them in the last game, 14 runs batted in with 8 stolen bases. Lauder sets the target. John Butcher looks in. Here's the pitch to Henderson. And that is going to be a walk to Henderson. So now look, I'll let Ricky a chance to run. Trying for the leads. Ricky, does he get it? No, he does not. He'll have to hold. So here's Ken Griffey hitting .346, 2 doubles, 2 homers, 10 RBIs. He's in the middle of that fantastic streak of his. Lauder sets in the target now. Butcher from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Griffey. And that's going to be ground ball to first. That's Herbeck. He's at .311. Oh, he's going to turn a double play. No, he went off his arm. Herbeck went to turn the double play, and it came off his arm. First and second. Nobody out. Here's Mattingly. So an E3 on Herbeck. He just started to become a decent first baseman. That time went off his arm. He went for the play. Now here's the first baseman, Mattingly. We talked about his exploits. .338, 7 doubles, 4 homers, 13 runs batted in, 2 on, nobody out. Twins not getting any breaks here. Lauder behind the plate and sets the target. Butcher from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Mattingly. And that is going to be a single for Mattingly. Extends the hitting streak. Henderson will go to third. And the Yankees got the bases loaded and nobody out. Here is Mike Easler hitting 220, 5 RBIs on the season. Bases loaded, nobody out. Lauder sits in the target. Butcher working from the stretch. Bases loaded, nobody out. Pitch to Easler. 5-10 catch Axe. Oh, Laudner. Does he make a play or is it a pass ball? Oh, let's see. It's a rare play. Says swung on and popped up. Laudner grabs it for the out. Gets him. Oh, my goodness. A pop up and Easler is wasted one away. Here is Dave Winfield hitting 239, 71 at bats, 4 doubles, 2 homers, 9 ribbies. Big opportunity for David here. Lauder sets the target. Butcher working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Winfield. And that's going to be a strikeout for Winfield. So John Butcher getting the Yankees here. Here is a red-hot catcher. Ron Hassey hitting 325, 5 doubles, 3 RBIs, bases loaded, 2 outs. John Butcher looking to dance his way out of a jam. Lauder sets. Butcher looks in from the stretch. Pitch to Hassey. And that is going to be a single. Yes, Hassey extends the streak. And the Yankees tie it up at 1. Base hit Hassey. 1-1 tie as he got the luck of the roll there. So the Yankees continue to load up the bases. They put the quarter in the merry-go-round as everyone moves up 90 feet. Griffey at third, Mattingly at second, Hassey at first, tie game. Here is Mike Palurillo now hitting .83, a double, a triple, 1 RBI. Lefty-righty combination, Palurillo a chance to make himself a hero on this date in 1986. But he also chokes in a couple of situations with runners in scoring position less than 2 outs. Lauder sets in the target. Butcher from the stretch. Pitch to Palurillo, and that is going to be a doll. He's just going to miss it. Brunansky at the track makes the catch. Oh, my. Home run 1-8. Palurillo rolled the 9 as Brunansky pulls it in and throws it out for the final out. Yankees 1 run on 2 hits on error, Minnesota. 1 inning of play. Twins 1, Yankees 1. For the Twins will be this gentleman. I'm not sure who he is. I'll have to find out. And it's going to be Alejandro Sanchez. Had 16 at-bats for the Twins in 1986. He's a DH. He'll be followed by Laudner and Lombardozzi against Ron Guidry. Hassey sets the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Sanchez. And that's a pop up to third. Palurillo there makes the catch. Here is Tim Laudner. His first at-bat of the season. How about that? So he had 193 bats, 244, 10 home runs. Not sure if this is his rookie year, but he'll become a fixture in his Twins team for quite a while. Hassey sets the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Laudner, and that is going to be a walk to Laudner, so he's on base. So here's Steve Lombardozzi. He's been struggling like we talked about in the middle in the beginning of the game, hitting .213 and 5 RBIs. Hassey sets down the target. Guidry working from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Lombardozzi, and Laudner trying to take a lead off first. Hassey again puts the sign down again, goes through some combinations. Guidry nods. He's working from the stretch with the catcher Laudner at first. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a strikeout for Guidry. 2 outs here in the second. And here's Greg Gagne. He's having a hot start for the month of April. 281, 4 doubles, 2 homers, 5 ribbies. Hassey sets in, puts down the sign. Guidry working from the stretch. Runner on first, 2 outs. Pitch to Gagne. 2-7, struck him out. Big strikeout for Guidry. The Twins are out in the second. 1-1 scored. Here we go to the bottom of the second inning. Bottom of the second inning here at the stadium. 1-1 is your score. Randolph, Meacham, Henderson for the Yanks. Randolph hitting .215, a double, a triple. He's walked 12 times, at least give him some hope of what he's doing out there. He seems like he's not found his stroke for a while. Lauder sets in the target. Butcher the windup. Here's the pitch to Willie. And that is going to be a fly ball to center. That's Puckett. He's a good little player out there. Makes the catch and 1 away. Puckett's been playing every day at center for the last year or so. He has developed himself into an excellent all-around player. Here is Bobby Meacham hitting 203, 4 RBIs, switch hitter, will bat lefty against Butcher. Laudner sets the target. Butcher looks in. Here's the windup to Meacham. And that is going to be a double to right field for Meacham. Down the line, Brunansky will play the hop. Meacham will go to second and in there standing. So a stand-up double for Bobby Meacham. Runner on second and 1 out. Here's Ricky Henderson. Walked and scored his first time up. Laudner sets in the target. Butcher from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Henderson. And that's going to be a single to right field. Brunansky will come up throwing. Will he throw out Meacham? Here's the throw. He got him. Good throw by Brunansky. One hops to the Laudner, kept his ground, and tags out Meacham. So with 2 outs, Henderson stops at first. Yankee rally has been diminished by a great throw by Brunansky. We'll see if Henderson will get his chances at second. Nope, doesn't get the lead, so he'll stay at first. Here's Griffey. He's 0 for 1. All the other Yankees contributing to their hitting streak so far. Let's see if Griffey does. Laudner sets in the target. Butcher working from the stretch. Runner on first, 2 out. Here's the pitch to Griffey. And that is going to be a walk to Griffey. So, again, that won't count as an at-bat, so he'll get another opportunity. And here's the first baseman, Don Mattingly. Singled his first time up. Average climbs up to 347 through month of April. Laudner sets in the target now. Butcher working from the stretch. First and second, 2 out. Pitch to Mattingly. 5-8, fly ball right field. Brunansky is there, makes the catch, and the Yankees strand 2. We played 2, 1-1's your score. Yankees 1 run, 4 hits. The Twins 1 run, 2 hits, and a huge error. We go to the third. So top of the third here at the ballpark Bronx. Again, Game 1 and Game 3 of the series is definitely be a WPIX game we'll be showing. The middle game might be shown on our radio affiliate, but it'll be available on Sports Channel. So here's Puckett. He's 0 for 1, hitting 345. Hassey puts down the sign. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Puckett. And that Puckett with a fly ball left field. Griffey doesn't have to move, makes the catch, and 1 out. Here is Billy Bean, 0 for 1. Hassey puts down the target. Guidry looks in and nods. Here's the big windup to Billy Bean. And that's a fly ball to center. Ricky's there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here is Kent Herbeck. Herbeck hit a long home run his last time up. That was back in the first inning. That was his 5th of the year, giving him double digits with 10 RBIs. Hassey sets in the target. Guidry looks in, gets the sign from Hassey. Here's the pitch, lefty-lefty matchup, and he hits another one. Oh, Randolph makes a screeching catch. He went to his right, and he picked it in the air. 3 up, 3 down, go to Twins. It's 1-1. We go to the bottom of the third. Easler, Winfield, Hassey for the Yanks. Easler so far he's popped up his first time up. Laudner puts down the sign. John Butcher staying in this game. Here's a windup and pitch to Easler. And that's a double to right field for Easler down the line. He'll go around first. He'll go around second. He stops right there. Stand-up double for the hitman, Michael Easler. Runner on second, no out. Here's Winfield, 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. Laudner goes out and talks to Butcher, comes up and puts the mask back on. He puts down the sign for Butcher. Butcher from the stretch. Runner on second, no out. Pitch to David. And that is going to be a line drive caught by Gagne, and Easler better hold there, 1 away. So Winfield's 0 for 2. Here is Hassey. His average has been just since they've been putting him in the lineup as full time, he has been exploding on the scene, hitting 341, 4 RBIs on the season. He's hit in every game, I believe, for the last 8 or 9 now. Laudner sets in the target. Butcher from the stretch, pitch to Hassey, and that's going to be a fly ball to center. Puckett is there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here is Pags. He got robbed of a grand slam home run his last time up. He took Brunansky all the way to the wall, but it died at the track. So with 2 outs in the third, Laudner behind the plate sets in the target. Butcher working from the stretch, runner on second, 2 outs. Pitch to Pags, and that is a fly ball center. Puckett is there, makes the catch, and the Yankees are done in the third. We played 3, 1-1's your score. Let's look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Out of Town Scoreboard is brought to you by the Friends of the Community. If you see people will have channels, please subscribe to them. Please like their videos. Please do everything to support one another. Here on your scoreboard, it's the Baltimore Orioles leading the White Sox 3-2. Blue Jays over the Angels 2-1. Brewers all over the A's 6-0. The Royals and the Tigers are 1-1, while the Mariners and Red Sox are at 2-2. And then it's the Rangers and the Indians tied at 3. Those red hot Indians. Top of the fourth, 1-1's your score. Yankees out hitting Minnesota 5-2. Here's Tom Brunansky. He's 1 for 1. Hasse sets down the target. Guidry with the windup. Here is the pitch to Brunansky. 3-2, fouls out behind the plate. Hasse throws the mask, makes the catch, and 1 away. Here's Smalley, grounded out his first time up. Hasse sets the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the windup to Roy Smalley. And Smalley ground ball to short. Meacham's got it. Goes to first, and that's 2 outs. And now we're back to Alejandro Sanchez. 0 for 1. That was his first, I believe, big league at bat. He gives the Twins only about 16. He's only here for maybe a cup of coffee or more. Hasse sets in the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Sanchez. And that is a ground ball to first. Mattingly takes it to the bag himself, and that's it for the Twins. 3 up, 3 down. Until to the bottom fourth, we're tied at 1. So Randolph followed by Meacham and Henderson here in the Yankee fourth. John Butcher here to pitch the fourth. Lauder sets the target. John Butcher looks in. Here's the windup to Willie Randolph. And that's a walk to Randolph. So at least he's getting on base via the walk. Henderson, I believe, only can get the lead if he rolls a 4. So give him a shot and see if he gets it. And he doesn't. So he has to stay at first. So now here's Meacham. He doubled the last time up. You would think you'd put down a bunt if you're Bobby, but boy, is he even swinging. But we'll go ahead and do the Lou Piniella thing and lay down a bunt, and he bunts it foul. It's 1-2. Do we take the bunt off and swing away, or do we stay with the bunt? Let's stay with the bunt and see what happens. Here comes the bunt by Meacham, and it is perfectly down. Herbeck's got it. Lombardozzi covering first and throws him out. So, great bump by Meacham. So, Randolph on at second with 1 out. Here's Ricky Henderson. So, Yankees use a little small ball, trying to take the lead here in the fourth. Laudner sets in the target. Butcher working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Henderson. And that's a single at center field. Randolph is a 1-12. Will they try for it? They will hold them up at third, first and third. They don't want to get thrown out. You're looking at arms. I call it my Squid Game arms. Billy Bean is definitely a green light at a +2, but then you get Puckett and Brunansky, definite red lights at -4 and -2. Here's Griffey, 0 for 1 with a walk. Lauder sets in the target. Butcher from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Griffey. And that is going to be a walk to Griffey. 2 on. So the Yankees have the bases loaded, 1 out in the fourth for Donnie Baseball. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Laudner sets in the target. Butcher from the stretch. Bases loaded, 1 out. Big opportunity for the Yanks. 2-9 ground ball to third. Smalley. Do they come home? They do come home and get the runner at the plate. How about that? Smalley to Laudner, and that was the only out they can get. So with 1 out, Yankees looking to get something on this. Easler 1 for 2, doubled in the third. Laudner puts down the target again. Bases loaded, 1 out. 2 outs, I should say. Butcher from the stretch. Easler doesn't hit. Well, yes, he does. Does he get hits with? He gets a base hit at 3-3, so hits a little bit better with runners in scoring position. Yeah. So Butcher from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Easler, and that's going to be a walk to Easler. The Yankees take a 2-1 lead. Bases loaded, walk. So now Griffey at third, Mattingly at second, and Easler at first. Yankees lead 2-1. And here's Dave Winfield. He definitely hits better with runners in scoring position. So 2 outs loaded. Lauder sets his target. Butcher trying to struggle here through the fourth. Here's the pitch to Winfield, and that's a walk to Winfield. And again, the Yankees move up 90 feet. Yankees take a 3-1 lead. Mattingly's at third, Easler at second, and Winfield's at first. Here is Ron Hassey, 3-1 Yanks, 2 outs in the fourth. Wagner puts down the target. John Butcher from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hassey. And that is going to be a line drive caught by Lombardozzi. Yankees score 2 in the fourth. It's 3-1 Yankees going to the fifth. So John Butcher not pitching well that inning as the Yankees able to score 2 in the fourth thanks to bases loaded walks. So now it's Lombardozzi. It's now Lombardozzi and Gagne to bat for the Twins here in the fifth. Hassey sets in the target. Ron Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Wagner, and that's going to be a ground ball. The second, Randolph's got it, comes up and throws. Got him one way. Good play by Willie. So here's Lombardozzi. He is 0 for 1 so far. Hassey sets down the target. Guidry with the windup, the pitch to Lombardozzi, and that is a ground ball to short. Meacham got it, goes to first, and that's 2 outs here in the fifth. Here's Greg Gagne. Gagne struck out his first time up. Hassey puts down the sign. Guidry looks in. Here's the windup to Gagne, and that's going to be a fly ball to center. Henderson's there, makes the catch, and the Twins go up, 3 down. We go to the bottom fifth inning. Yankees lead 3-1. Here's Palurillo, Randolph, and Meacham for the Yanks. Wagner sets in the target, puts down the sign. Palurillo 0 for 2. Robbed of a big extra inning, that big long home run his first time up. Butcher looks in. Here's the pitch to Palurillo, and that's going to be a line drive. No, Lombardozzi whipped to his right and made the catch, and Palurillo is 0 for 3. So here's Randolph. He's 0 for 1 with a walk back in the fourth. Wagner sets the target. John Butcher with the windup and the pitch. And that's going to be a single to center field for Randolph. Gets the job done. So Willie's on base with 1 out. Randolph will try to run and can't. He'll have to hold. Here's Meacham, 1 for 1, a double and a sac bunt. Wagner sets in the target. Butcher from the stretch. Runner on first, 1 out. Pitch to Meacham. And that's going to be a double to right field for Meacham up against the wall. Will they try to score him? 1-12 is Willie. They will hold Willie at third. Second and third, 1 out. 2 doubles for Bobby Meacham. So now here's Henderson, 2 for 2. 2 runs scored and a walk. Wagner puts down the sign. Butcher from the stretch. Second and third, 1 out. Twins have the infield in. Smalley and Gagne up on the left. Lombardozzi and Herbeck in on the right. Here's the pitch to Henderson. And that is going to be a line drive base hit for Henderson. Randolph will score. Meacham will move to third. Yankees lead 4-1. So now Henderson at first and third. Corners are now in. Ricky will now try to see if he can steal second. And he does, and he gets the stolen base. So Henderson gets a stolen base. Second and third, 1 out. Here's Griffey. Still needing that hit to extend the hitting streak. Yankees lead by 3. Second and third, 1 out. Wagner sets in the target and Butcher from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Griffey. And that's going to be a ground ball on the shore. That's going to be Gagne. Does he get a play? Yes, he does. Nice play. Infield in. I wonder if they come home. And they do. Gagne goes home to Wagner, who applies the tag and gets Meacham out. 2 outs here in the fifth. Yankees lead by 3, 4-1. Henderson on third and Griffey on at first. Again, Griffey's hitting streak is in jeopardy. 2 outs here in the fifth. Or 2 outs, 2 outs in the fifth. Wagner sets in the target. Mattingly's up with runners at first and third. Mattingly singled in the first, flied out in the second, forced play in the fourth. Butcher from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Mattingly. And that's going to be a base hit for Mattingly. Henderson scores. Griffey goes first to third. Yankees lead 5-1. So the Yankees keep piling on runs. They've now scored 2 in the last 2 innings. And here's Michael Easler. Bases loaded walk back in the fourth. Wagner sets in a target. John Butcher staying out there like a lamb to slaughter. Butcher from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Easler. And it's going to be a flying out to the shortstop, Gagne, to end the inning. Yankees get 2. We played 5. Yankees lead by 4, 5-1. We now go to the top of the 6th inning. The Twins, 1 run on 2 hits and 1 error, while the Yankees, 5 runs on 10 hits. All Yankees right here. I think Griffey, if you were here for the beginning part of the program, you would know you're late for class. So let's look at the twib notes, like I like to call them. They are my daily notes that Stratomatic pulls up for every game. And what you know that Ken Griffey's working on a 13-game hitting streak. So he has the current big hitting streak. Mattingly extended his to 13. Henderson extended his to 8. Hasse extended his to 9. Not sure if Gagne has a hit. And Mark Salas actually has a 13-game hitting streak for the Twins. But he's not in the lineup today as Tim Laudner is catching. So now you're up to date as I get the twib notes. Let's go ahead and back to baseball. Thank you for coming in as always, Mr. World's Worst Gamer. Always love having you in here. It is 5-1 Yankees. We play the 6th. Puckett, Bean, and Herbeck to bat for the Twins. Hasse sets the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Puckett. And that's going to be a fly ball to left. Puckett will be retired. Griffey with the catch, 1 out in the 6th. Here's Billy Bean. He's 0 for 2. Hasse sets down the target. Ron Guidry with the big wind up to Billy Bean, and that's a strikeout looking. Billy Bean back to the owner box. 2 outs in the 6th. Here's Ken Herbeck. 1 for 2. Big long home run back in the 1st to the right field bleacher creatures. Hasse sets in the target. Guidry lefty matchup. Here's the pitch to Herbeck. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. That's Meacham. He should come up with it. He does. Throws him out and ends the end. Guidry looking good today. 5.5 in the books. 5-1 Yanks. So far for Guidry, 1 run on only 2 hits. Whitfield, Hasse, Palurillo for the Yanks. Laudner puts down the sign. Butcher looks in, who's still in the game. He's taking a pounding out there. Here's the pitch and a fly ball deep to left field. Bean is back and makes the catch 1 away. So now here is Ron Hasse, 1 for 3 of the RBI. Like we said, he extended his hitting streak earlier. Laudner puts down the sign. Butcher with the windup. Here's the pitch to Hasse. And that's going to be a walk to Hasse. So Butcher just kind of struggling along. He's given up 10 hits and 7 walks. Here's Pags. Boys, he struggled. He's 0 for 3. Couple extra base hits, hitting .78. Laudner sets in the target. Butcher working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Palurillo, and that's going to be a ground ball to Lombardozzi. Good play. Throws out to Herbeck, and that's the 2nd out, and Pags is 0 for 4. Here's Randolph. He's 1 for 2. He had a walk in the 4th, single in the 5th. He's one of our who's on the not list today, and he's had a good game. Laudner sets down the target. Butcher working from the stretch. Runner on 2nd, 2 outs. Pitch to Randolph, and it's going to be a catch X. Laudner is 3. That's a ground ball. Makes the play, gets out to shoot, and throws us right to Herbeck to end the inning. Yankees do not score. We played 6. Yankees holding to a 5-1 lead. So far, Yankees 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The Twins 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error. Out of town scoreboard time presented by the friends of the community, the friends of the channel here on YouTube. Support one another. Click on them. Go ahead and like them. Go ahead and hit the dinger bell so you can be on their lives. We appreciate all the help you can do. Now, here are the scores so far. Orioles lead the White Sox 4-2. Toronto leads the Angels 4-2. Brewers lead the A's 6-0. Royals and Tigers at 1-1. The Mariners lead the Red Sox 5-2. And the surprising Indians lead the Rangers 7-3. Let's go to the 7th. 5-1 Yankees.
Nothing to do with that conversation.
Brunansky, Smalley, and Sanchez for the Twins here in the 7th. So in the 7th inning, and that's why I'm calling them the twib notes, because Stratomatic puts out a great little pregame out there, and they give you basically all the notes and everything for the day's game. Who's in first, who's hot, who's not, all that stuff. And I read that before today's game, so I kind of call that my twib notes to begin the game today. So it's 5-1 Yankees. We play the 7th. It will be Brunansky, Smalley, and Sanchez, the bat for the Twins. Hasse puts down the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Brunansky. And that's going to be a strikeout looking. A big strikeout for Guidry, his 4th. And here's Roy Smalley. He's 0 for 2. Hasse puts down the sign. Guidry looks in. Here's the windup to Smalley. And that is going to be a strikeout for Smalley. So the once red-hot Roy Smalley's been taken down a notch. Here is Alejandro Sanchez. 0 for 2, only gets 16 at-bats so far in his major league career. He's been taken apart kind of by Guidry today. Hasse puts down the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Sanchez. And that is a ground ball to first. Mattingly takes it to the bag and ends the inning. 7th inning stretch here at the stadium. It's 5-1 Yanks. Now might be the last opportunity to see Griffey today. Meacham, Henderson, and Griffey to bat for the Yanks in the home 7th. Meacham 2 for 2 and 2 doubles today. So again, Yankees getting a lot of extra effort out of Bobby Meacham. Laudner sets the target. New pitcher for the Twins, former Cincinnati Red, Frank Pastore. 3-1, 2 saves, 4.01 ERA, 54 hits, 49 innings. Laudner puts down the target. Frank Pastore, the right-hander. Here's the pitch to Meacham. And that's going to be a walk to Meacham. So he's on base. Here's Ricky Henderson. So Henderson now hitting .346, 4 doubles, 5 homers, 15 ribbies. So far today, Ricky's 2 for 2, 2 hits, and 2 walks. So 3 for 3 with a walk. So Henderson's average continues to go up. Laudner puts down the sign. Frank Pastore from the stretch. Pitch to Henderson. And that's going to be a single to center field. Ricky Henderson gets on board. Meacham stops at second. 2 on and nobody out. And here's a chance for Ken Griffey. Former Cincinnati Red against former Cincinnati Red. 2 on and 2 out. First and second, no out. Griffey to batter. Laudner sets in the target. Pastore working from the stretch. Can Griffey get a big base hit here? And that's going to be a line drive at Herbeck, and that's the first out. So Griffey's streak might be over. Here's Mattingly. He got the base hit back in the first inning to extend his streak, and then he got an RBI single back in the 5th. So he's 2 for 4. 2 outs here in the 7th. Laudner sets in the target. Pastore working from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Gagne baseball. And that's a base hit for Mattingly. Meacham scores on his own. 6-1 Yanks. Henderson goes to third, and the Yankees are on board again. Mattingly's third hit, another RBI. Here's Michael Easler. First and third and 1 out. Laudner sets the target. Pastore working from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and they're to go to the bullpen. Mark Portugal comes in. 0-1, 2 saves, 6.94 ERA, 14 hits in 12 innings. Kind of a spot starter reliever. First and third, 1 out. Laudner sets in the target. Portugal looks in. Here's the pitch to Easler. And that's going to be a walk to Easler, and the Yankees are about to open this up really bad. Bases loaded, 1 out in the 7th for Winfield. 0 for 3 in the ball game. Boy, this is a perfect opportunity for Winfield to break out of this slump. Laudner sets in the target, puts down the sign. Portugal from the stretch. Bases loaded, 1 out, pitch to Winfield. And that's going to be a strikeout for Winfield. Oh, my. He continues to struggle. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the 7th. Here's Hasse. Hasse so far to hit in the first and extended his streak and walked in the 6th. Laudner sets in the target. Portugal from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hasse. And that's going to be a ground ball to second. Tough play for Lombardozzi. Oh, it's a base hit. He knocks it down. And that's a base hit. So the Yankees may get another opportunity for Griffey here in the 8th as it brings up Palurillo again. So Griffey comes up 4th in the 8th inning, so we'll see if he gets another opportunity. 7-1 Yankees. Yankees for the 3rd time today with a 2-run inning. So again, a 3rd crooked inning. Here's Pags. Again, he comes up with the bases loaded. If there's a time for him to break out of this damn thing, it's now. 52 at-bats, a double, a triple, an RBI, .77. Laudner sets in the target. Portugal from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Palurillo. 2-7 and struck him out, and Palurillo's 0 for 5. Let's go to the 8th. It's 7-1 Yanks. Let's look at some box score stuff and see what's going on here. Yankees, 7 runs, 13 hits, no errors. The Twins, 1 run, 2 hits. Butcher went 6 innings, 10 hits, 5 runs, 4 were earned. Guidry, 7 innings, 2 hits, 1 run is earned, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. The Yankees have left 15 men on base. A lot of it has been Palurillo, 2 from the Twins. So now let's look at runners left in scoring position. Mike Palurillo has left 5 in scoring position. The Yankees are 8 for 23 with runners in scoring position. And let's see what else we can make fun of Palurillo today. Henderson has a stolen base, doubles by Easler. Meacham has 2 doubles. Home runs, Herbeck had the home run back in the first. We now go back to regular programming here in the 8th inning. The Yankees 7 runs on 13 hits and no errors. The Twins 1 run, 2 hits, and an error. Laudner followed by Lombardozzi and Gagne against Guidry in the 8th. Hasse sets in the target. Guidry with the windup. Here's the pitch to Laudner. And that is going to be a line drive deep to left field. He may get his first. Griffey makes the catch. Oh, what a catch by Griffey. Oh, he leaped the wall and pulled it back in. That might have been Laudner's first major league home run, but a great play there by Griffey. So 1 out in the 8th. There was a home run on a 1-8, but he rolled a 10. Hasse sets down the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Lombardozzi. And that's a pop up the first. Mattingly's there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here is Greg Gagne. Guidry only giving up 2 hits through 7 2/3. Hasse sets in the target. Guidry looks in, and the windup to Gagne. And that is going to be a line drive to left field. Griffey makes the catch. So now we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 7-1 Yanks. So Randolph, Meacham, Henderson, the bat for the Yankees here in the 8th. 7-13-0 for the Yanks. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Twins. Randolph, Meacham, Henderson. If someone gets on base, Griffey gets a chance to bat for the hitting streak. Laudner sets down the sign. Mark Portugal still in for the Twins. Here's the pitch to Randolph. And that is a line drive base hit for Randolph. So he gets a chance, maybe gives a chance to Griffey. Here's Meacham. He's 2 for 2 in the ball game. 2 doubles, a walk, and a sac bunt. Laudner sets down the target. Portugal from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Meacham. And that's a strikeout for Meacham. So now here's Henderson. Griffey's on deck. Henderson 4 for 4 with a walk so far. His average is up to 354. Laudner sets the target. Portugal from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Henderson. And that's going to be a deep drive to left center field. That's deep. That's far. That's gone. Henderson, a 2-run monster home run. His 6th of the year. The Yankees have blown it wide open. It's 9-1. So a big 2-run homer for Henderson. He's got 5 hits. And now Ken Griffey. He reached on an error in the first, walked twice, a fielder's choice, and a line out. He gets his chance to extend his hitting streak to 14. Laudner puts down the sign. Portugal looks in. Here's the pitch to Griffey. And that's no! Smalley is there and stopped it. Now will end the hitting streak for Griffey. Oh, that's a Kenny Keltner stop. That stopped DiMaggio. Oh, what a play. Now here's Mattingly. 3 for 5, 2 RBIs. Mattingly single in the first, single in the 5th, and a run batted in, single in the 7th, run batted in. Laudner sets the target. Portugal with the pitch to Mattingly, and Mattingly continues his hitting streak of base hit. So Mattingly with 4 hits. Now here's Michael Easler, 1 for 3 with a double. Yankees now with 16 hits, winning this one 9-1 with 2 outs in the 8th. Laudner sets down the target. Portugal with the windup. Here's the pitch to Easler. And that's a ground ball to short. Gagne with the play. Nice play. Got him. And the Yankees score 2 again for the 4th time today through 8-9-1 Yanks. The Yankees with 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 7th, and 2 in the 8th. They lead it 9-1. Now hitting Minnesota 16-2. It's Puckett, Bean, and Herbeck for the Twins here in the 9th. What a ball game, folks, so far. So now let's look at the final here. Here's Puckett. He's 0 for 3. Last 3 outs. Hasse sets down the target. Guidry looks for a complete game. Here's the pitch to Puckett, and that's going to be a line drive caught by Meacham, 1 away. So now here's Billy Bean. He's 0 for 3. Struck out back in the 6th inning. Hasse sets in the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Bean, and that will be a ground ball to third. Palurillo's got it. Goes to first, and that's 2 outs. One more out for Gator. And now here's Herbeck, 1 for 3. Long home run back in the first. Hasse puts down the sign. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Herbeck. And that will be the ball game. Gets the strikeout looking, and the New York Yankees have overwhelmed the Minnesota Twins by the score of 9-1. Guidry gets the win, goes to 2-1, 9 innings, 2 hits, 1 run was earned, 1 walk, and 6 strikeout. What a win for Gator. John Butcher takes the loss, 6 innings, 10 hits, 5 runs, and 4 were earned. For the Twins, only base hits were by Herbeck, who had the home run back in the 1st inning, and Brunansky, who was 1 for 3. For the Yankees, they went 16 of 39, 9 runs scored, 9 RBIs. Mattingly 4 for 6, 2 RBIs, hitting .363. Mattingly, Henderson went 5 for 5, 5 runs scored, 3 RBIs, hitting .363, including his 6th home run. Ken Griffey's hitting streak ends as he goes 0 for 4 with the run scored. Easler went 1 for 4. Winfield 0 for 4. Hasse 2 for 4, 2 runs batted in. Palurillo 0 for 5. Randolph 2 for 4, 2 runs scored. And Meacham was 2 for 3 with a couple doubles. The Yankees win. The Yankees win. The Yankees will win, and they'll go 9-10. The Twins will go even up at 10-10. The next Yankees broadcast will be on Thursday. That's the guaranteed broadcast on the schedule. As he will go against the Twins, and that will be Frank Viola against Dennis Rasmussen. But there is a game tomorrow night on Sports Channel. It still may be broadcasted right here on the channel, on the radio, as it will be Burt Blyleven taking on Joe Negro. If not, it will be played offline or as an auto. And then we'll be back for May 1st baseball as Frank Viola coming back New York City as a St. John's Redmond will take on Dennis Rasmussen for the Yanks. Guys, thank you so much for coming in. Beatles and World's Worst Gamer came in. Thank you so much for coming in. And this has been a pleasure. Thank you for coming in and making my night. I appreciate spending some time with me. This has been New York Yankee Baseball as Sports Time Machine presents the 1986 Stratomatic Yankee replay right here on the channel. Good night, everybody.
Does it ever go